Let's eat some deer hide today. I'm going to show you how you can process and clean a deer hide to eat. But first, consider checking out some of my Catch, Kill, Cook, Eat merch on my Spreadshop. Spreadshop is my biggest and longest running sponsor, and they've been supporting me for almost 2 years now, and they've invested a lot in me as a creator and has helped me actually be able to do what I do now. They helped me quit my 9-to-5 job and allowing me to do this full time. So this is only going to be available until December 1st. So yeah, let's get right into it. So this is a fresh deer hide that has been cut off of close to where the belly is. I've fleshed it already, as you can see, and I've also cleaned it. So the part that we actually eat will be the skin, so it's the hide. We're actually going to be removing the fur. So after cleaning it, I actually left this in my fridge for about 3 or 4 days, and look at this. The hairs are just pulling off now. It just pulls off easily, and this is exactly what you want. Look at that, just coming off real easy. Some parts aren't coming off easy at all, but I'm going to pull off as much as I possibly can. I feel like other people might not be able to replicate this. So my suggestion to get the hairs removed would be one of two solutions. The first one would be to just burn it off. That's what I see a lot of Chinese people do. They just take a torch to it and they just burn off all the hairs and then they scrape everything clean. The second solution would be to put it in an alkaline solution and leave it in to soak for a couple of hours to maybe even a day or so. It'll loosen up the hairs and you'll be able to remove it as easily as you see me doing it here. And from there, you have to neutralize the alkaline solution by putting some sort of acidic liquid in, so like vinegar or something, to neutralize it, and then wash it. And then you should be able to remove the hairs. But right now, I think it is just because it's part of the belly area, the hairs come off a little bit easier, and I've just left it in the fridge for a while. But it doesn't smell bad, it still smells good and smells fresh. So I'm gonna remove the rest of the hairs on here and I'll be right back. All right, this is how it looks like with all the fur removed. There's this side and this side. I trimmed it up a little bit on the outer edge also to remove the rest of the fur. So this is ready to cook now. This is probably going to shrink up a ton. I'll work with what I got. So I've got a small pot like this with a little bit of water. I'm gonna throw in some salt. Once it starts boiling like this, toss the skin in and it should shrink up pretty quickly there, see? So from here, take it out and just clean it. So after boiling it like that, it's going to feel really rubbery like this. Remove any other small pieces of hair if there's any, that should be good. Now we're ready to cook it a little further. Right now, technically you can eat it like this, but it's going to be so chewy that you're not gonna be able to eat it really. This smooth side was the fur side, and this side here was the flesh side. So I am going to just scrape it a little bit and clean off all of that, like fleshy bits like this. At this point, you can, if you want, just to cut it up a little bit so it looks a little neater. So like this. There you go. It looks a little nicer, but it's unnecessary. You don't really need to do that. And there's some hairs still left here. I'm just gonna scrape it. There we go, that's good. I'm gonna prep some ingredients to make the skin taste a little bit better. I'm gonna be using about this much ginger. I'm just gonna slice it into thin slices like this. And I'm going to cut up a quarter onion. There you go, just dice it like that and we're good. I'm gonna toss this actually into a pressure cooker. This is going to speed up the entire process. I'm going to pressure cook it for about 30 minutes. If you want to cook this over a stove on a pot or something, you would put it on a boil for about maybe 10-15 minutes, and then you'll lower it down to low and simmer it for about 3 to 4 hours or so. But I'm gonna speed things up by throwing it in here. Throw in some salt, some MSG, and a clove of garlic, and a cup of water. And there you go, that should be good. This is the first time that I've ever cooked deer hide, so I really don't know what to expect. I should expect the same that I would like a cow hide or pork hide, and so this is going to be very similar to that. So these ingredients are basically used to kind of remove the smell of the deer, essentially, to make it a little bit more neutral and make it taste better. There you go, 30 minutes. So I pressure cooked this on high for 30 minutes and it's been keeping warm for about 22 minutes now. So I'm gonna end it now. And the pressure has already released. There you go. Wow, take a look at that. All right, let's pour it out. Wow, look at the skin. The skin actually feels a lot more tender now. Yeah, it's cutting up real easily. Just take a look at that. That is awesome. See, this is deer skin. All right, so I have a few bits in here. I'm gonna separate one piece over. This I'm gonna eat by itself. But the rest, I'm gonna be using this crunchy garlic with chili oil. Mix that up. Oh, this is going to be amazing. All right, let's go try these. All right, so I have the deer hide here. This one here is pretty plain, so we'll try this one here first. So there you go. This really reminds me of like pork skin or even like cow skin, like beef skin. It's really rubbery. It still has that deer smell, but I think that's not like a bad thing. This deer smell kind of separates it from like pork and beef. So I think that's actually pretty good. So let's give it a try. Okay, I really don't know what to say about this yet. The texture is good. I love and I enjoy the texture a lot. The smell, not so much. I guess it's just because I'm not used to eating like deer and getting that gaminess from a deer. Like I am getting gaminess. It's not like the most pleasant flavor in my opinion, really. But it actually is pretty good. And it's very sticky. There's a ton of collagen in it. It's really, really sticky. Yeah. But yeah, it's not that bad. Like it does separate it from beef and pork. That's what I like about it. Like it has that gaminess, but it's very specific to like a deer. All right, let's give this one a try. So this has a bunch of like garlic oil and fried garlic on it, and it's really good. So like take a look at it. Like look at that. Don't that look amazing? All right. Oh. Oh, this is perfect. Holy crap. Okay. This masks it up a whole lot better. Like the garlic and everything like that, the fried garlic and chili oil masks up that gaminess, but on the tail end, you can still get that gaminess. But it's so much more pleasant to eat. That was really good. Yeah, that was really good. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure that the skin here can be cooked a lot longer even, to where it's like super, super soft. But I think this is just perfect. This is cooked just perfect. Like there's still some chewiness, still some give to it, and it's really good. Yeah, this is amazing. So yeah, this is how you cook and eat deer hide. So instead of turning it into leather, you can actually eat it. In my opinion, right now, I'm just not really familiar with that gaminess from like a deer. So I can't say it's like the best thing to eat, but maybe it's because I'm new to this and I haven't learned how to cook it properly maybe. But this is one way of cooking it. There's probably many other ways to cook it also and make it taste better. But yeah, this is a success. This is really cool. So I hope you learned something, and let me know if you end up giving this a try and tell me how you think of it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.